So this is the AnimEasy, will be the add-on that we're going to be using. This is all the tools that we're going to be using. So how can we master AnimEasy and understand very fast? First of all, you need to understand that AnimEasy is the co-pilot that handles all the technical work, speeding up the animation process by performing animation techniques much faster. For example, if you need to make the character, to animate the character grabbing an object, this is a technique, right? You need to use a technique. So if you do this manually, if you go for yourself and setting up this constraint, you're probably going to take like 2 or 3 minutes. But with AnimEasy, it will take just 5 seconds. So you can see here down, it's very easy. You click, then you go to the moment that's down and you disable. And this is the essentially thing on AnimEasy. It's not that AnimEasy have only tools that Blender do not have. Of course, AnimEasy have some tools like we're going to see later that Blender do not have. But the key thing here is essentially that AnimEasy will make it easier and make it faster, right? And now imagine it is for all the steps of the 3D animation workflow. So with this in mind, we can go now on to the main thing, which is AnimEasy was built around 3 very simple principles. It's easy to find. So first of all, you don't need to search for the tools through panels and menus. Like the tools are easy to find in timelines and Graph Editor's Reader. So they are always there in the timeline in Graph Editor's Reader. So this way you do not need to search for them, find them in different places. They're always there and very easy. And the second thing, it's easy to use. The tools are very, don't require endless configuration. So it's simple. You just click and it will execute the function. So you can see here, we do not, because some tools make you configure the tool too much, they will spend time configuring the tool than actually making the thing. And this is kind of like not efficient thing, right? This is what AnimEasy does. You click and it execute the function and that's it. So, and the third principle is that AnimEasy, it's easy to understand. There are many tools that are not intuitive. They are very hard to understand. AnimEasy, otherwise, it's intuitive with custom icons and color code, so you can see very clear. Here, AnimEasy will have some tools around these colors, right? So to match your needs every step of the animation. So for timing, you have blue, curved spacing, animation, posing, constraints, all of this. So white, you have workspace tools, which pretty much mean being able to switch between timeline, graph editor, and object. That's it, nothing more than that. Everything that's it's about white, it will be around the workspacing tools. Timing tools, everything, just think about what it's needed for timing. It's just creating keyframes, deleting keyframes, interpolating them, moving, snapping. All of this is around the timing tools. So you can focus on just one single part. Everything around timing tools will be in blue. Orange, which will be curve tools for interpolation and also handles like this, right? Very easy to understand. And for green, you have spacing tools. So this is pretty much a little bit different than the curve tools because this is more specifically around the animation spacing. So you have advanced breakdowner, you have goals for the curves, so you can save and see how the curves was before you make some edit. And you have animation data, which is pretty much being able to copy and paste the animation data that you have. This way you can easily reuse your work. Very, very interesting. And you have pose too. So everything around posing tools, what you need when you're doing poses, you need to select. So you have selection buttons, right? So this way you can save and you have all of this. And you also have other tools around selection, which is select the opposite. So you select the opposite side, you have toggle silhouette, you have IK and FK switch, and you have reset. And for pink will be constraint, which in this case, it's tool of constraint that I talk about. So what you mainly need during the blocking stage, you will need to create poses and adding keyframes. So you're probably going to use posing tools and timing tools. Posing is red and timing is blue. So this is essentially how you understand AnimEasy, and becomes very easy for you to understand when you know this. So the main tools according to the stage of the animation will be for blocking, you have selection buttons to save selections in buttons. It's specifically for hands when you have multiple controllers and have to be selected all the time. You can select just one time, save them in a button, and later you just click and you have the entire selection made. Have fast and IK and FK switch to switch from IK to FK very fast. Like you guys can see here, I just click and he will switch this for the interpolation that I need. And this is very, very useful. You have easy silhouette, so you can see the silhouette of the character, visualize the character silhouette, and you have a space switching and pivot offset. And this is essentially what we're going to make the animation much easier, right? So for blocking poses, we have advanced breakdowner, so you can create poses in second, breakdown poses in second. So this is very easy. And you also have the ghost, so you can see how the animation was before. And this is essentially the thing here. You just click and he showed the ghost. There are some tools that will make you configure which part of the character you want to ghost. But this is very easy. Like they just go and do it. And for smoothing refining, we have curve tools for adding the curves. You have also some very specific thing on AnimEasy, which is find animated curves that review the animation curves only, that for making it easy for finding the curve that you need to edit, right? And for smoothing refining, we have cleanup tools, so you can clean all the curves and you can clean baked keyframes, right? And you can see here. And you have also real-time motion paths, which is very great, so you can see clear which one is what, for you understand exactly what you need, right? And for polishing, you have mirror animation, so you can copy and paste flip animations, and global offset, right? And for polishing, we also have timeline markers, organizing timing with name and color code markers, and also animation library. So that's all, everything is customizable. You can easily hide something that you do not use. And in Blender 5, you have the playback controllers allocated in the footer. So if you have some problem with this, you can just up them and they appears there. And we have any problem with the curves with all the tools on the header. That is very useful. So the link in the description, if you want it, you just